Again.
Well, I'm going to start with I have known Jordyn Woods for her entire life. And I just want everybody to know that anybody that's coming to the table today needs to understand that A, we're dealing with a really sensitive subject, and we need to deal with it with compassion. And anybody who wants to come to the table and act like they haven't done something in their life that they wish they could have done different, if you feel as though you don't have any skeletons in your closet, if you feel holier than thou, this might not be the place for you, and that's okay. But I've been here several times, and the best way to deal with this kind of stuff is just to come clean. The first thing that I want to make sure you and I have clarity about is that there's a family that feels betrayed by you. And you're clear about that, right? Okay. I want to give you the opportunity to tell your truth, but I want you to tell it through the lens of what your part has been. Because that's the only part you can change. Mm-hmm. And that's the only part that you can be responsible for, heal from, and make amends. So, let's start with what happened.
Sunday night, I went to dinner with some friends, and I went to this bar after there was a party going on. I was minding my business, dancing, drinking. Tristan was there. He was doing his own thing. That was it. After the club, normal LA culture, when you're young, go to the bar, go to the club, it ends early. We all go to a house after.
Right.
We're not thinking about whose house or where it's at. We're just, we're all having fun. We're in the moment. The group of girls that I'm with are like, we're going to go to a house. On the way out, they're saying it's Tristan's house. I'm like, cool. That's okay. Feels like a safe environment. I'd rather it be his house than a random stranger.
Right.
He didn't even personally invite me there.
Right.
It wasn't like, come see me. It was like, oh, I'm hopping in the car. I'm coming with y'all. Y'all going here? Cool. I know him even better.
Right.
We pull up. We walk in. Not once was I aware of anyone's phone or told them to take away a phone. I was not paying. I don't care. I don't have anything to hide.
Right.
So when it comes to the phones being taken away, I have no clue who told them to take away the phone, anything.
Right.
All I know is I had my own.
Right.
And, we're all dancing and we're all drinking and we're all enjoying the time. And I'm not thinking I shouldn't be here.
Right.
And that's my first step where I went wrong. And how I would feel if someone close to me is hanging at my ex's house or
Yes.
the father of my child. I didn't think about that. That's the first part of the problem.
So you're saying, you're saying I shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Yeah, that's the first step is I should have gone home after the party. I shouldn't even have been there.
Right.
But the night's going on, and never once was I giving him a lap dance, making out with him, sitting all over him. It's just, we're all together. We're in a group. Never once did we leave the public area, go to a bedroom, go to a bathroom. We're all in plain sight.
And you have other girls with you?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you think no one else has stepped up to defend?
I want people to stand up and be accountable, but I don't want anyone to feel what I'm feeling.
Yeah, I get it, because let me tell you, I've been here, I get it, and it's hard for people. It is, and it's no right or wrong to it. It's just hard, because it's heat.
And why do they owe me that much?
Right. Facts. What from the night would suggest that there was a lap dance of some kind?
Now, this seems completely crazy to me. That anybody says there was a lap dance involved, because there was no lap dance involved. But what I can think as to why someone would say that. There was a chair here, a couch, and another chair.
Got it.
It's all filled.
Got it.
So he's sitting in this chair, and there's an arm of the chair that goes up about here.
Okay.
And I'm sitting on the arm of the chair. So you come into the party, and you look, and you see me sitting on the chair. In my head, this is innocent. You know, like, we're all drinking, we're all chilling. There's no way it would look like a lap dance, but I could see why people would say, oh, they're getting cozy.
Mm-hmm. Did you have your arm around him?
No.
Okay.
But my legs were laying right over his.
Got it.
My
Okay.
butt was never sitting on him.
But your legs were, so he
But
was...
my legs were dangling down, so I picked them up and I put them over.
Onto his legs.
Onto the bottom of his legs, yes.
Onto the bottom of his legs.
There's stories that she was sitting on his lap. She was dangling in his crotch area. That is not the truth. But if you're looking for a story, I can understand why that would be the story.
Right. So there wasn't any like intimate little chuckle, giggle, you in his ear, him in your ear.
I mean, as we all were just dancing and having fun, everyone at the party, so we're in this person's ear, this person, but never anything intimate. Never anything like...
And he didn't make any moves on you throughout the night?
No.
Good. Okay.
He didn't try to take me to a room. He didn't try to... it was just an innocent time.
But you could see how that could seem.
And that's where I will take responsibility to where I can't be doing that.
Right. Especially with the partner of a woman who considers you a sister and they already have...
Because there's so much history involved.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking right.
Yeah.
I take full responsibility for that.
Yeah. Because the other difficult part was like, okay, Jordyn left at 7 a.m. and you know it's hard for people to believe that nothing happened.
I understand why. But in my life, in my world, it makes sense. The 2 nights before, I had been on kind of a partying binge where that wasn't the first place I stayed till 6 in the morning.
Right.
There was always somebody there while I was there.
Even up until the moment that you left?
Even up until the moment that I left, there were people there. I finally look outside and I'm like, look, the sun's coming up. I need to take myself home.
Right.
And, I tell everyone I'm leaving. I tell Tristan I'm leaving. And he's like, are you sure? It's fine. You can be safe here. And I'm like, you know what? I need to go. My car's outside. I had a driver outside. It's been waiting. So this is where the story gets tricky because I feel like I can't point fingers.
Yep. Don't do it.
And I can't say this, you did this, or you did, because I allowed myself to be in that position.
That part right there.
I allowed myself to be there. And I never was belligerently drunk to where I can't remember what happened.
So you never had a blackout moment?
No, I was never blacked out.
But there was alcohol involved?
There was alcohol involved.
So how drunk were you?
I was drunk.
Okay.
I was not tipsy. I was drunk.
Right.
But I was not beyond the point of recollection. I know where I was. But on the way out, he did kiss me.
No.
And
what do you mean by kiss?
it's just no passion, no nothing on the way out. He just kissed me and
Like a tongue kiss, like a peck on the lips, peck on the, like a...
No, it was like a kiss on the lips, but no tongue kiss, no making out.
Got it.
Nothing. And I don't think that he's wrong either because I allowed myself to be in that position. And when alcohol's involved, people make, dumb moves or people get caught up in the moment or who knows.
Right. Were you shocked?
I didn't know how to feel. I was like, that didn't just happen. Because, I was leaving already, so I walked out immediately after. And I got in the car and I was like, no, that didn't happen.
And so you left immediately. Did you say it? Did you say anything to him like, what?
I was just like, I need to go. I was in shock. I was more so like, did this really, I was like, let me just pretend like that didn't happen.
Right. Did you have any understanding possibly of why he would do that, or?
I'm there until the sun's coming up.
Right, so he's
like,
right.
Maybe let me just shoot my shot.
So you went home, and what happened next?
I went home. I had talked to Kylie and Khloe in the morning, and I told them I was there. And I had talked to Khloe, and she, asked me what was going on. Is everything fine? And in my head of trying to forget that part of the story, I was just like, no, he was chilling. Everything was okay. Like, there were girls there, but he wasn't, all over the girls.
What exactly were you not honest about?
I was honest about being there, but I wasn't honest about the actions that had taken place.
Did you think you were trying to protect their relationship at that time?
I just knew how much turmoil was going on that I was like, let me not just throw more fuel on the fire. Right. I know I was trying to protect Khloe's heart.
Yeah.
She doesn't deserve this either.
Right.
People have even dehumanized her in this situation to where they can't feel for her.
Right.
And it's not fair
right.
that she has to deal with this either.
Right.
And the last thing I wanted to do was be that person. I'm no homewrecker.
Right.
I would never try to hurt someone's home.
Right.
Especially someone that I love.
Right.
And someone who I've seen has a beautiful daughter. I never was trying to steal someone's man. I don't need your situation. I really just hurt so many more people by not telling the truth.
Do you feel as though you are the reason why Tristan and Khloe are not together?
I know I'm not the reason that Tristan and Khloe are not together. Now, this situation may have made it harder for her to want to be with him.
Right.
And I understand that. But I know I'm not the reason.
I'm just going to ask you straight up.
Okay.
Did you sleep with Tristan?
Never.
Got it.
Never a thought, never a consideration, never happened, and never will I. And that's why I'm willing to be put up to the test.
Right.
Attach me to a lie detector, whatever it is. I need people to know the truth. And more importantly, I need the people involved to know the truth.
Got it.
Just to clarify, there has been no communication with Tristan, no relationship over time.
You guys didn't have a relationship for a month prior to this?
There's been no relationship.
Okay.
No communication, no plans on meeting up, no conversation, nothing.
Okay.
I've been around them for almost a decade. I'm here to protect. I'm never here to hurt anyone. And I think if that was the case, I wouldn't have been friends with these people for so long.
Right.
Now, I have to deal with my family and all the people I hurt. That family also has to deal with the hurt.
Right.
This story that didn't have to be what it was turned into the biggest scandal or betrayal of the year. Because I've seen what has been done to my life in only a week based on how the media circulates.
Right.
They don't put their focus on the real world problems. They're putting their focus on a young black woman who made a mistake.
Yep.
And not a mistake that's worth public crucifixion.
Right.
It's a mistake that should have been dealt with internally.
Well, you know what they say. Black women can be the most disregarded and disrespected creatures on the earth. Being a black woman in the game for so long as I've been, just seeing that without people even having heard your side and just not given the benefit of the doubt, it just always seems like it's so easy to just target black women, put everything on us, even if there's other people involved. So,
And it took me
to be here,
getting here
to realize
to feel
that?
it, because
Yeah.
I saw it, but I
Right.
never felt it.
Right. I think that's one of the reasons why Uncle Will felt like it was important for him to hold you through this. Because we all make mistakes. And that's not to justify anything that you've done, but it is to say that I really felt like you needed an opportunity to tell your story at least, and then people can decide whatever,
What they want to believe.
whatever they
But
want
I
to
haven't
believe.
been given the chance.
Right. And this is what the world does. And this is when you can just get those arms around you.
And the crazy thing is, the arms that I thought would be around me are nowhere to be found.
Right.
The first few days of this were definitely the hardest. I couldn't eat. I didn't eat for days. I couldn't look at my phone even. I would just try to sleep and hope that I would wake up and this wouldn't be true.
Right.
And every day it was a new headline. Every time you refresh the page, it's another person bullying me or wishing death upon me or telling me something like, your father deserved to die.
Wow.
I may have done something wrong, but whatever I did, I don't think I deserve this.
Right.
It's not fair. If I was a weak person, I would have hurt myself. It's even hard for me to say this because it's like, everyone's safety is now, we can't leave the house. My brother can't go to work. Like, my sister can't go to school. She's 12 years old. My mom can't even go to the grocery store. I'm not here to play the victim.
Right.
I'm here to take responsibility. And when I was asked about what happened that night, I didn't tell the truth to the people that I loved. Not because of malicious intent, but because I was just scared.
Each step, what would you have done differently?
I would not have gone with those girls to an after party and just not allow myself to be in positions to where I also allow things to happen. And if I would have told the truth from the beginning, you know what? I was there, we were drunk, this happened.
Yeah.
Then I wouldn't be in this position today. I got caught up in the lifestyle
Right.
of who I thought I wanted to be.
Right.
Or just going with the flow of where life was taking me. Having to deal with losing my dad in such a crucial age of my life. Such a young age to where I think I know what I'm doing, but I have no idea what the hell I'm doing.
I've had to learn a lot about the power of telling the truth. Even in this stage of my life, because truths get deeper and deeper, okay? You'll learn that as you go.
We love to think
We love to think that we're also super honest and that it's easy to tell the truth. But specifically when I was your age, I had no idea how to tell the truth or to even understand the power of telling the truth. I had to tell many lies.
Because the truth is always better.
Yeah, it's always better, but I had to tell many lies and get the consequence of telling lies to learn. You'd rather take the pain of telling the truth than having to take the pain of telling a lie and then take the pain of having to rehabilitate whatever that lie has created.
Because the trust is already broken.
The trust is broken. Have you talked to Kylie?
I have. I told her I was coming to the table today. I think at this point it's gone too far.
Right.
And enough is enough. And when the safety of the people I love is in jeopardy, I have to speak.
Right. Have you had an opportunity to talk to Khloe since then or have any kind of communication with her?
I have spoken a little bit with her. I let her know that I'm willing to do whatever it takes for her peace of mind, not for my image, not for my career, because that's already something in its own.
Yeah.
This is now
right.
for your peace of mind, So you know that there was no malicious intent.
You do understand that from her point of view, somebody who has embraced you like a sister, that this could be a really, really tough one to swallow, even in understanding exactly what happened.
Attach me to a lie detector, whatever it is, I need the people involved to know the truth.
Got it.
I'm willing to take full responsibility. I'm not asking for people to like me. I'm not asking for you to forgive me overnight. I'm just asking for you to hear me and to feel me.
I just think giving everybody their process.
And that's what I've tried to do.
It's
and
a
I've
lot
tried
of love. You got
I've
to
tried
share. I know, and you'll have to continue to, because it takes many attempts, and just allowing hurts to heal little by little in order for people to feel safe enough, to open enough to invite a repair. I've had to learn that with people that I've hurt and people who have hurt me. Sometimes it takes years, sometimes it takes weeks, sometimes it takes days. But when there's a lot of love there, there's always a path and possibility towards healing. And I know that there's a lot of love between you and that family. Can we have the fishbowl? All right. I'm going to pick the... No, you pick the first one. You're the guest. That's how I usually do it.
Okay. Okay. Taylor from Brooklyn, New York. Is this a publicity stunt? A lot of people think this is all just for the new season of Keeping Up. Unfortunately, Taylor, I wish I could say this was a publicity stunt, but it's my real life, and real people are hurting. It's been real.
Right.
It's been real.
Let's see. Let me take one. Lauren from Texas. Did you apologize to Khloe?
I did.
Yeah.
I did as much apologizing as I could do over the phone, over text. And until I get the opportunity to talk face to face, could she really feel, what I'm saying? But I reached out, and the opportunity's there. I offered as much as I could. A lie detector test, anything, whatever makes you feel better is what I want.
Yeah.
But at least they know it's there.
Absolutely.
But in the process of her processing, I can't see my family get hurt anymore.
Got it.
So that's why I had to break my silence out of, I've been respectful through this whole thing. I haven't been commenting back. I've been, constantly being ridiculed and bullied, and I've still held my dignity.
Right.
And I've even been bullied from people that, just a week before were telling me, how much they love me or this and the other. And I'm more so the person where I get to see everyone's true colors now, as well as you have my phone number. You could have called, or texted me a mean text, but I guess if everything's social now, that's how people handle things. I have to respect that too. But through that, I'm not going to be the person to clap back or to respond out of respect for the fact that this is a real situation.
Right.
This is real life. It's not a game.
Yeah.
This is not a drill.